What's up, everybody? Tortora
and Alford
here in front of the JMA Dome after Syracuse has the biggest romp that I think Isaac and I have seen since starting to cover the team. A 65-0 victory over visiting Colgate to start off the season. 1-0 at home and 1-0 overall. LeQuint Allen, who fought to get back on this team, was the first in the end zone fighting for it. I love that he had a 35-yard run. And then new offensive coordinator Jason Beck said, give it to him again. The guy ran 35 yards, let him finish it. He got 3, then he got the other 3 that he needed to get into the end zone. We saw a bunch of different receivers score touchdowns in this game from Garrett Schrader and Carlos Del Rio Wilson. 4 strings at quarterback got in. Big time opportunity for the backups as well.
Yeah, it was a game where, like you said, that they went all the way down the whole up and down the depth chart. A lot of guys got a chance to get a little game experience behind them, and like Dino was saying in the press conference, maybe take that and build upon it and make whatever they did great, learn on it and go forward. But I thought today was a clean game today. They had some little issues, that's going to be, expected a little bit with the first game of the year, but a lot to learn on tape, watching themselves. But, our predictions coming into the game, I kind of gave Colgate, maybe a 7-point cushion there, but the defense was advertised as I thought it would be, tough defense, tough to score against from first team all the way down to the third team. So, Rocky Long got a great group of guys that he's scheming up. Some guys got some firsts in this game. So it's a good start to the season, and we'll see how they progress in next week.
First collegiate game, first career interception for Greg Delane, cornerback. Jeremiah Wilson, first pick 6 in his collegiate career. And so some big time opportunities. I know Daryl Gill. Daryl Gill got his first career touchdown collegiately coming from the state of Texas. So there's a lot of firsts that happen here. And Carlos Del Rio Wilson, coming in with 9:55 left in the third quarter, has first 3 drives of his end in 3 touchdowns. Brady Denneberg kicked it through the end zone on kickoffs all the way through. Jack Stonehouse, the new punter coming from Iowa, only had to punt once, which means you're doing a good job. And on top of all of that, Schrader said they want to take me out after the first half, but he ended the half on an interception. And he's like, we argued a bit, but I needed to go in. I love the leadership of what he said after the game of I needed to go back in. He couldn't end on an interception, and I respect that. Yeah,
I do too. And I thought, I was telling you when we were there, I was like, I would like to see the offense come out after making halftime adjustments, do one drive, see what happens, and he came out and led them to a touchdown. And like you said, with all the first, Ken Malone got his first 2 by a receiver from South Carolina, rep from the South, and Carlos came in and like you said, led his drive for scoring. That shows his development over the offseason from his one start he had against Pittsburgh last year, but he came in and played a lot more comfortable. And wide receiver core as a whole, we had 4 or 5 different guys with touchdowns. So that's a plus. Haven't seen that around in this type of game performance with Syracuse in the past. So things are looking good with week 1, and like Dino said, hopefully week 2 is going to be a bigger jump.
Yeah, and very excited about what Syracuse was able to put out there. Makes you feel good. And like we're talking about with receivers, Isaiah Jones had 2 touchdowns. Umari Hatcher had 1 today. Kendall Long had 1. Gill had 1. Aronde Gadsden the second. He also had a touchdown in the game. Damian Alford as well. And DeMarcus Adams on special teams. Watch out for him this season. Man's making great decisions, and hopefully Trevor Pena will be back soon. And then Jayonri Reed, who transferred in from Bryn College. Shout out to him, or transferred in, pardon me, not from Bryn College, but transferred into the team. Big time shout out to Reed, who had a huge fumble recovery to keep a drive alive, which Syracuse was able to score on. So a lot of good things happening, a lot of awesome stuff by the Orange. 65-0 in the JMA Dome to start off the season. And we're going to have awesome conversations coming up with quarterback Garrett Schrader, running back LeQuint Allen Jr., as well as cornerback Greg Delane and wide receiver Umari Hatcher. So a lot of great stuff. Any final words?
Glad that everybody got into the game, came out pretty much healthy. Say hopefully they don't overnight evaluate them in the morning, but that was the most important piece of this game. Play somebody other than yourself and come out healthy. So that was a good part to the game.
Yeah, and to make a note there on Reed, he came from HCC, a community college. So I want to make note about that. So we hope you all have a fantastic night. For Tortora,
And Alford.
right here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, we appreciate you being here. We'll see you in the Dome next week. And as always, God bless, no stress, do your best. Go get you some cookies.